juice, the liquid food. Look at this bounty that I'm going to show you how to turn into delicious, nutritious juices very easily using my Omega Slow Speed vertical juicer. I'm going to come right out and be very honest. I delayed becoming an at-home juicer for a very long time because I really didn't like how most of the options I'd seen on the market felt like they were enormous. First of all, who has any space to store these things? And difficult to clean. And I felt I knew myself well enough to know that if it was super time consuming to create a delicious juice or to clean up after it, I was never going to do it. And that is why I'm really excited to get to show you how easy it is to use this juicer, how easy it is to clean this juicer, and I'm going to show you 3 different juice ideas today, but the combinations are endless. Picking the right juicer can be very important for a couple different reasons. First of all, you want to pick a juicer that doesn't heat your juice too much. Sometimes you'll go for the high-powered option. High-powered options mean they churn really fast, means they generate heat, means they heat your juice, which can kill off live enzymes, destroy some of the vital nutrition that's coming through that is in the power of raw produce. So you definitely want to choose a low-speed, gentle juicer that is still going to extract maximum juice, get you maximum nutrition out of your produce, and yeah, make it easy for you to get this gorgeous just flood of health benefit in juice form. The first juice I want to show you is an inner glow boosting juice. So this is a carrot juice boosted by orange, lemon, ginger, and turmeric. Let's start it off with plenty of carrots. I don't even bother peeling my produce. I do try to buy organic, and I'll give it a good scrub. If you want to peel, you can, but I don't really understand the point. All right, so carrots going in first. And here's how easy it is to use. Plug your machine in, turn your on button, and hear how quiet it is because it's not a high speed situation. It is gently and carefully extracting all the juice from these carrots while auto expelling the pulp here, which allows me to continuously juice without any delay. Now, here's another cool piece is that the valve here can be stopped. So if you don't have the catch basin underneath, you don't need to worry about spills. I do, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and release all that fresh, beautiful juice. And you can see the pulp here, those of you who are familiar with juicing, it's super dry. All of the juice has been extracted and it is collecting here on the side so I can keep working my way through without any clogs happening here in the basin. I need a little more carrot action. I just want to infuse my juice with all this great beta carotene from my fresh carrots. So beta carotene is valuable for a couple different reasons. Vitamin A, obviously great for your eyes. Any orange vegetable, you can use sweet potatoes, carrots, has that wonderful beta carotene content. It is also really great as a skin nutrition booster, and this juice is all about getting that glow from the inside out. So definitely make sure you have plenty of carrots happening. If you find that any little delay is happening, you just press the reverse once or twice and then you're ready to go. So at this point, I'm ready for some juicier elements. I'm gonna go for 1 orange, and I like to go pretty heavy on the lemon. I love that tart citrusy element. Vitamin C obviously coming through loud and clear, which is amazing for collagen boosting, general immunity, just a great boost to the juice flavor-wise as well. Now I'll tell you one thing I do like to do whenever I'm incorporating lemons into my juice is I will just shave along and just peel away this most yellow element of the peel, but I want to leave as much of that white pith intact as I can because the pith here, this white part, is actually where so many of the phytonutrients hang out, the antioxidants you want to hold on to, powerful bioflavonoids, which are great immune boosting elements. So definitely try to leave some of that white pith intact here. I don't even worry about the seeds. This juicer is going to make short work of them. You can do the same thing with your oranges, and I will tell you the benefit of keeping some of this white on means your citrus juice will actually be frothy and creamy. So I'm just adding in my lemon and my oranges now. You can see we're getting this yummy orange, lemon, and carrot juice so far. Now it's time to add some of this turmeric, and I'm going to save myself just a little bit of citrus here to finish off with so that I can clean through the juice entirely and get everything into the pot. Turmeric is one of those things I feel like you hear about and maybe have had in a latte, but might not have seen the root form of. So this is a gorgeous raw piece of turmeric. You can see it is, of course, that beautiful bright orange color inside. very, very rich in beta carotene as well, just like our other orange vegetables. But turmeric is also touted for its anti-inflammatory properties. So this is great for all of your cell functioning against oxidative stress. We're talking anti-aging, we're talking cardiovascular health, we're talking brain health, eye health, all of it, skin health for sure. Packed with vitamin C, extremely staining. So I will just warn you right now, wear gloves when you're treating turmeric, or just be prepared to have your fingers be slightly stained with orange. You do not have to peel, but I find not peeling can leave a slightly muddy taste. So since you're using such a small, powerful, potent piece of turmeric, I just go ahead and use my knife to gently peel away that external skin. You can definitely do the same thing with a spoon, very similar to how you would with ginger. By the way, ginger in this juice would also be delicious. And some of you might be wondering why juice? Like, why wouldn't you just eat these things raw? Well, first of all, cruising through, 2 to 3 cups of veggies, some people are down for that. Some people not so much. It takes quite a lot of chewing. It takes quite a lot of work. Juicing is awesome, when you don't have time to sit and eat a huge mountain of greens or veggies, and you want to still enjoy the nutrients that fresh produce provides. It also gives your digestion a break because it's removing some of the fiber component. You don't have as much to work through for your body to access those micronutrients. So they really just dive deep into your body immediately. Your bloodstream is able to quickly absorb a lot of them. You are able to get your cells the benefit of so much of this color and bounty very quickly, which I think is great. And it's just a nice way to add some variety into your eating schedule, especially if you're someone who wants to taste the rainbow, which I think we do. Turn it back on. Let's add in our powerful little knobs of turmeric, followed by the remaining half of lemon and a little bit of orange just to juice it right through. Let it run so you make sure that nothing is left behind. And you can see the pulp being extracted here all on its own, making it very easy for us. And there you go. Go ahead and put the cap down so you're not going to risk spilling anything on your countertops. Remove the catch basin and look at this beautiful fresh juice we have. Remember, this is orange, lemon, carrot, and turmeric. So it's going to be really flavorful, really nice and tart and tangy from that citrus element, but still a little sweet from the carrots and the orange. And then the combination will really help to mute the turmeric, which can be a little medicinal tasting, but that's because it's good for us. Let's get a gorgeous cup. Sometimes I like to drink my juice out of a wine goblet, but today I'll keep it tame for you. You can put this over ice, and drinking juice fresh is obviously the best way to consume it. But the beautiful part about treating it gently in a slow speed juicer like this one is that you aren't destroying as many of the live enzymes, you aren't destroying those nutrients, so it actually lasts a bit longer too, so you get more shelf life for your juice. Let's taste. Oh, that is good. Ooh. Oh, it's nice. It's tangy from those 2 lemons we threw in. Actually, the carrots really help to cut any bitterness. There's no bitterness happening in here. There's just a touch of sweetness. Very delicious. It really does feel very nourishing and like a liquid salad. I like it. Okay, that's not all. Let's do another juice. Okay, next up, let's do a digestion boosting blend of fresh beets, along with some cucumber and celery for lots of hydration and some ginger. Let's talk about beets. Rich in folate, B vitamins, of course, are great for all kinds of cell functioning, but especially if you are in the prenatal phase of life, you've probably heard quite a lot about how good folate can be for you and your baby. If you are a bodybuilder, you might also be interested in beets. They are a tremendous blood builder, great for vascularity, and incredibly important is the iron content in beets, which is a vital part of the way that your red blood cells create and function. And raw can be different than roasted or boiled or other ways that you might eat beets. I love beets shaved raw in salads, and I really do love them in a punchy, bright pink, almost like crimson colored juice. It's actually quite sweet all on its own. but with a nice minerality to it. And I couple it with ginger because ginger, of course, we know to be such a digestive boost as well. Ginger is antibacterial, so it's great for fighting infection, and it has a nice warming flavor to it as well. And then I add the cucumber and celery in again because I like juices to have those components of dense, really like meaty, fibrous vegetables like this, where you're really going to concentrate the nutrition as it's pulled out of the pulp. And then you want those juicier celery and cucumber, more hydrating elements to make sure that you have plenty of juice to enjoy. So let me show you how quick and easy this is to do. I'm just going to go ahead and quarter up 2 beets. While I'm here with my knife, I'm going to go ahead and break off a nice big hunk of fresh ginger. Let's do 2 inches. I feel like we want that wonderful flavor. We want that digestive boost. We want all those great antibacterial qualities. And you can definitely do that with a spoon. The skin is super soft and peels away very easily, but I already had my knife dirty, so I went ahead and did it there. And you don't need to be too precise about this. Your juicer will work through anything left behind, but I just like to give it a little head start and remove any of that skin that might make the taste a little muddy. Go ahead and turn your juicer on, and let's start with our ginger, followed by our beets. I have my plug in place here. I'm just going to help. If there's any larger piece getting stuck, just go ahead and turn on the reverse and continue working through. It's really a nice, pretty fail-proof design, very simple to use. And I have to say, as someone with minimal storage space, I really love the vertical design of this appliance. It does make it nice and modern looking, easy to have out if you do want to leave it out on the counter, but also very easy to find place to store if you need to put it away. Lovely. So now that I've worked through those elements, let's go ahead and grab some cucumber and some celery. If you wanted to use romaine, you definitely could. I wanted to use celery because it's super hydrating, and it also has been talked about to help flush toxins out of the body, which is great. Part of digestion is making sure your bacteria, the good bacteria in your gut, is in balance, so that you can properly digest your food and really absorb maximum nutrition from it. But also you want to get rid of the bad stuff, anything lurking and hiding around your body that you would do better without. So I love to find ways, little easy and delicious ways to detoxify. And honestly, the celery is going to go through really simply. So all you want to do is give it a quick rinse. And if you have some like drier, sturdier pieces at the bottom, you can clip those right off. But this will fly right through your machine and provide lots of nice bulk to this juice. All right, let's watch it flow. Oh my gosh, that is so gratifying. I love it. And you know, because the beets are quite sweet, the celery is also a nice way to cut it down a little bit and make sure you're not getting just one big sugar dose. Beautiful. All right, so celery is in. Let's add some cucumber. Again, really great for hydration and keeping everything moving right along. I'm gonna go for half a cucumber. Turn it on again. And ending on these juicy elements, make sure everything moves right through the juicer and ends up in your juice. Lovely. I let it run just until all the juice has been cleared out of the basin here and all of our pulp is being pressed out and collected here at the side. Makes it really easy to clean up because you can see inside the basin, it's actually auto cleaning. So when I take it apart and go to give it a little quick scrub just to loosen anything off, there's really very little left for me to do, which is lovely. Okay, our juice is gorgeous. Let's cap it just to make sure none of that beet juice leaks away because I will tell you, cleaning up beet juice, not fun. And now let's see what happens. Did I calibrate it perfectly? Are we going to make it to the top? Oh my gosh. I really love living on the edge. You know, maybe you know that about me by now. Can I take it to the top? Okay, let's taste. Wait, remember, beet, celery, cucumber, ginger. Ooh, spicy. Oh, that ginger's coming through loud and clear. You know what I want? I'm missing something. So I gotta go back and customize one thing. I need lime. quickly and easily work my way through that lime. Let it flow into our canister. Okay. Add it to our divine little number here. Ooh, look at all that lime juice I got. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. This is an amazing way just to flood your body with that great nutrition of the raw beets and all the hydration of the celery and the cucumber, a nice little boost of acidity and vitamin C from your lime, and the warming nature of my ginger. And it's really easy to take on the run. And the time when I really rely on juice is when I just want an insurance policy. I just want something quick that I know is going to flood my body with nutrition and I don't have time for a big sit-down meal. That is when juice is your best friend. Okay. So we made our orange juice. We made our beautiful pink beet juice. I am going to quickly show you how to clean the machine because next up we are going to make a green juice and we don't want to change the color. And also so you can see how easy it is to clean this machine. So first of all, obviously we just have this little bit of extracted pulp. It's very dry. All of the juice has been pulled away and preserved for us in our glass. I went ahead and unplugged the machine. And I have the cap on here, but you can release any juice that has run down. Not much, we used it all. Just go ahead and take off the top, really easy to unlock here. And then for the bowl, it just lifts up really easily right off of this simple, easy to clean stand. Take it to your sink. You just twist off that slow grinding motor here. And take a look at all that was collected here in the base, all in one piece. Oh. Just give a quick rinse. No hidden nooks and crannies, and no exposed blade. That would be a problem to have to avoid. The sieve comes apart easily just by popping it out. And that way you can just quickly rinse this tube. Plus the Omega Juicer comes with a giant toothbrush for at the end of your cleaning if you want to just give a quick brush all over the appliance. And last but not least is the bowl of your juicer, which just gets a quick rinse. You can actually use the backside of your toothbrush to scrape out any pulp that might be lodged here in the spout. And there you go. That's all it takes, just to give a quick rinse so that your juice stays lovely and green. Perfect. And the brush fits beautifully in the spout, so you can make sure and get a nice thorough clean. There you go. All set and ready to go. You want to add your sieve back into the outer edge and just lock it in by pressing down. Then you screw it back in just until it fits nice and snugly here in the bowl. Then you're going to add back in your blade, and that you just screw in until the little sort of teeth match up, just like so. You can add that back onto the base of your juicer, which locks in easily, and you are ready to get back to juicing. Perfect. And last but not least, let's make a gorgeous green juice. This is great for hydration. It's also really nice for immune boosting. Leafy greens like this gorgeous Swiss chard, which we're going to use today. I actually went ahead and chopped up the beet greens. We'll use those too. Some leafy kale are filled with all kinds of essential nutrition, but chlorophyll is one of the most celebrated elements, and it is essentially liquid sunshine. It is what plants that absorb the sun create, and then we get to eat it and reap its benefits. It's great for anti-inflammation. It's great to oxygenate your cells. So a beautiful addition to boost your immunity and boost your hydration. And boost happy cells throughout the body. So any combination of leafy greens works well. I'm going to use a little bit of kale, some Swiss chard. You could use all of one or the other. Kale is one leafy green that has a pretty strong taste, so you do want to add some kind of counterbalance In my case, I'm going to use pear. I love the sort of muted sweetness of pear. It's creamy, it's soft, it's a delicious sweetness. And then of course I'm gonna add plenty of extra hydration with some romaine. And I'm also gonna throw in some mint. Mint, of course, adds beautiful flavor. It's also a potent source of antioxidants all on its own, so a great thing to add in to just freshen up this juice overall. I'm gonna start with my kale, and this is definitely a juice where you wanna remember to alternate juicier elements with drier elements so that you don't get stuck. Let's start with the kale. My Omega juicer is on and running. So when it comes to making juice that is good for you but also tastes good, you want to remember balance. So I did maybe 2 leaves of kale in there. Let's go in with a leaf of our Swiss chard, colorful, vibrant, full of fresh nutrition. And now the next thing I'm going to add is going to be a piece of our pear, just to help press all of our leafy greens through, and then we can continue alternating right along. The juicier the pear, the better, of course, but use what you have. So I added in my pear, which just helped to work through the sturdier leafy greens. I'm adding in those beet greens now. Another delicious way to not waste any part of the plant, which is awesome. And that is going to turn our color a little bit of a muddier green, but I'm not drinking it for the color only. I want the nutrition too. Go ahead and add your fresh mint in, delicious flavor. I'm adding the stems right in there too. My Omega juicer will make short work of those, and there's no reason to waste that delicious flavor. Let's go ahead and add in some romaine. Pretty much any leafy green you have lying around, you can go ahead and add in here. Just make your salad. Lovely. I'm going to add this other half of the cucumber I have, just since I have it ready to go. But you can add more romaine if you prefer. I do like how nice and hydrating the cucumber makes any juice. And then I'm going to go lime in here again because I think the brightness and tartness of that lemon-lime combination will be a beautiful addition to the flavor. And let's face it, it has to be delicious if you're going to stick with it, so let's make it delicious. A nice little bright green limeade situation happening here. This is enough juice for 2 people. I've made quite a lot here. You know, I'm going to add lemon too. I'm a lemon lime mint kind of lady with my greens because we're not adding a lot of fruit in here. We only have that 1 pear. So we're not looking for a ton of sweetness. We just want balance. And I find acidity is a great way to cut any of the green taste that all of the greens in this juice can provide. Lemon. And you know, I just realized I never added my spinach in, and it's such a great source of iron and such an easy way to bulk up this juice. And while I've got it all going, I might as well make extra. Another beautiful feature of using a gentle, slow speed machine like this Omega juicer is that you actually extend the shelf life of your juices. They're not being treated with excess heat, so the live enzymes in them will stay intact, which means they will last with their potency longer for you. Although it's best to drink your juices right away. But while I've got it going, I'm gonna make extra so I have some for now and some for later. We'll throw in a little spinach. All right, let's taste it. See how we're doing here. Now think about everything we put in here. We had beet greens, Swiss chard, kale, pear, romaine, spinach, mint, lime. Immune boosting, hydrating gold or green. Ooh, I'm so glad we added all that lemon and lime. So nice and tart and tangy. When I add lots of lemon and lime, it reminds me of having a delicious salad dressing with my greens. Cheers.